What's going on, y'all? This your man Pristine back with another video. Okay, look. Check it out. All right. I know it's been a minute since I posted something. You know what I'm saying? Ran into a little bit of turbulence. You know what I'm saying? This COVID-19 stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the good Lord took me from a very toxic situation, employment-wise, and placed me in a much better situation. You know what I'm saying? Um, my wife and family and I just moved into a new house. I finally got my own office. I got that situated. I mean, so in spite the circumstances, God has been good. You know what I'm saying? I cannot complain. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give the Lord above his just due, because I wouldn't be where I am right now if not for him. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what I'm saying? So now look. I'm this Pixel 4a. All right, let me shut it down real quick, man. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna be a bad device, but everybody's just like, oh my God, the Pixel 4a, and 349.99. This is the deal of 2020. Oh my God, oh my God. Okay, it's finally announced. It's finally announced. You know what I'm saying? After how many delays? I mean, it's like, is the thing even relevant anymore? And I guess the main thing is the $349.99 price tag, given the fact that we're living in a pandemic. And yeah, it is kind of crazy the fact that these manufacturers like Samsung is is unveiling devices, you know what I'm saying, $1,300, you know what I'm saying, $1,000. What about that Note 20 at $1,000 with the plastic back? And the Note 20 Ultra just having all the things. I mean, very significant differences between those two devices. But that's for a later video. But see, right now, what I want to do is I want to address this Pixel 4. Now, I'm not saying don't get the Pixel 4. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad device. I'm not saying that I'm not going to have it featured here on the channel here at Pristine Mobile Tech. But Katz is sitting here talking like it's just the deal of the century. You know what I'm saying? I just watched my man Lou from Unbox Therapy, who I love, much respect, been subscribed to his channel for years. But you know what I'm saying? He just did this video talking about how the Pixel 4a and the $349.99 price tag gets him going, right? He's like, oh, it's so tantalizing. It's so tantalizing. Let me tell you what's tantalizing. All right, check this out. Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, before you is none other than the Moto Edge. Now, you want to talk about a device that'll get you going. You want to talk about a device that's very tantalizing and enough just to get the juices flowing. Trust me when I tell you, this device, ladies and gentlemen, is the one. Not only is this device feature packed with just about everything imaginable to give a very, very, very good, just an unheard of user experience with the device. I mean, just as far as its sleekness and its design to the features and functions and their stock Android experience. But you can get this phone right now for also $349.99. Now, I'm going to tell you how, because now check this out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you have to understand is this device right here, this is the Moto Edge Plus. The Moto Edge Plus was released about 2 months ago. It's a Verizon exclusive, or you can get it through the Motorola website. But the Moto Edge Plus was Motorola's first flagship device that they've released in a 3-year time span. So within the last 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, Motorola has been focused on budget and mid-range devices. They finally was just like, you know what, we're going to kick that habit, you know what I'm saying? Because now we pretty much shut down the budget game, got some real good competitors in the mid-range game. Now let's dive right back into the flagship market and try our luck, right? So the Moto Edge Plus came out, $1,000 price tag, and this phone literally has everything in the book, right? It's got everything. It's got killer cameras. Look at this design. It's got the sleek design, the waterfall display. That's what they're calling that, the waterfall display. How the display just bleeds over the top, and over the left and the right side of the device. We've got a headphone jack up top. We've got dual stereo speakers, and these stereo speakers Motorola is claiming are the absolute loudest, most clear stereo speakers that there is on any smartphone. And I believe them, because these speakers on this phone sound absolutely amazing. We've got wireless charging on board. We've got all of the Moto gestures on board. If you're familiar with Motorola, you know exactly what those Moto gestures are. You know what I mean? And those are very, very useful tools, right? Now, let's just look at this design. I just like that boxy feel. The phone can stand up on its own. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's so boxy, right? How dope is that? Now, I wouldn't recommend you do that, but, it can do it. And so, this phone, it just literally has everything right now. I say all that to say that the Moto Edge here is the slightly scaled down version of the Moto Edge Plus. Now, this phone just came out about 2.5, maybe 3 weeks ago. Why Motorola decided not to release them both at the same time, who knows? Because really, they're really the same device. This phone is just scaled down only slightly. But I mean, you could see that they look. I mean, the dimensions are the exact same. They're both 6.7 inch. Full HD plus 2340 by 1080p pixel OLED displays at 19.5 by 9 aspect ratio. They both have the 90 hertz refresh rate. They both have those dual tone stereo speakers. Now, some of the differences. All right, let's cover that real quick. Oh, come on now. Okay, boom. Let's cover some of the differences here. All right, now, like I said, I mean, this is the flagship. This is the scaled down version of the flagship. What are the differences here? This has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. The Moto Edge Plus, the Moto Edge has a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. Okay, it's less 500 milliamps, but it's still enough plenty to get you through a full day with no problems at all whatsoever. Here, let me get this. 1 second here. Where we at? Screen timeout. Let's go to 10 minutes. So that beautiful waterfall display you guys can see, and it'll just continue to bless your eyes. Matter of fact, hold up here. Let me get my man Mike Myers off of here real quick. That's my guy. That's my dude. But for the sake of this video, let's just get the same wallpaper going. Boom. Let's do that there. Set that. All right, let's get that. Boom. Okay. So, flagship, slightly scaled down flagship. Okay, Snapdragon 865 processor. Snapdragon 765G. Both of these phones are 5G enabled. The Pixel 4a is not 5G enabled. The Pixel 4a doesn't have a battery size that can equivalent what the battery size is in these two devices. These both have the 90 hertz display. The Pixel 4a doesn't have the 90 hertz display. Another one of the differences between these bad boys, like I said, the Moto Edge Plus, it's got wireless charging. I know that the Moto Edge, it has a plastic back. Now I understand, you can do wireless charging with plastic backs, but for whatever reason, Motorola decided to take that feature away. Am I chomping at the bit about that? A little bit, because I've gotten so accustomed to wireless charging, but it's not really a big deal, especially considering what you are getting. And so if you look at the Pixel 4a, doesn't it kind of look dated? You know what I mean? You've got, the bigger bezels. Now, if you look at if you watch Lou's video, Unbox Therapy on, how the Pixel 4a just gets him going, he talked about that. He's like, well, $349.99. I mean, okay, yeah, you're going to have some bezels around the device. I mean, you get what you pay for. But it's a Pixel device. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can get a much more beautiful design for $349.99 if you choose to rock with this Moto Edge. You see what I'm saying? Let me scale back a little bit so you guys can see this in its entirety. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Just look. I'm gonna just hold it here just like this. Look at this. All right, y'all, pardon the interruption. My little ones were having some technical difficulties. Had to get them situated real quick. But I mean, yeah, just look. Let me do this. Let me do you this solid real quick. Let me zoom in on that real quick. And then Look, just look, pause the video for a minute and and just just let that screen just take you. You know what I mean? Now, the thing to remember is this phone, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, the Moto Edge Plus, which is the flagship, retails at $999. Now you may be able to get that on. You may be able to get that on some promos right now. You know, maybe Motorola's running some specials on their website, or maybe not, because like I said, the phone is still relatively new. It's only been out a couple of months. This just the Edge just came out literally like a couple weeks ago. I think the full retail price for this phone was $699. Okay, Best Buy has it on sale right now for $499, but Best Buy, they be running these carrier specials to where, you know, if you want to get an unlocked phone and you want to get it, if you get it activated, you get a major discount depending on the carrier that you get it activated with. Well, Verizon right now, if you buy this phone and you activate or if you activate a line or upgrade service through Verizon, you get this phone, this $700 device for $349.99, which is what I did. You know what I mean? I saw the deal at work early in the day. Later on that day, I waltzed into my local Best Buy and I was like, hey, man, give me that Moto Edge there you got there. And let me go ahead and activate that with Verizon. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got a promo going on right now. It's on your guys' website. If you activate it through Verizon, you get it for $349.99. Now, if you get it through AT&T, you get it for $449.99. And if you get it through Sprint, you get it for the sale price that Verizon or that Best Buy is selling it for right now, which is $499, which I still think is a good deal for this device. But if you can get it for $349.99, which is the same price as the Pixel 4a, why not? Because, ladies and gentlemen, in my personal experience, in having both a Pixel and a Moto device in hand at the same time, I personally would choose the Motorola device every time. If you don't believe me, go back and check the video that I did with the Pixel 3a and the comparison that I did with the Moto Z4. Some of you guys were slamming me about that because you guys thought I was just high out of my mind, just talking about how the Moto Z4 had just as good as a camera as the Pixel 3a, if not better. But then when you saw that comparison, you were like, oh man, pristine, man, hey, you know, you know, I ain't no fool, ladies and gentlemen. I just look like this. You see what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying. And trust and believe, you know what I'm saying? When the 20th and the 21st rolls around, whenever that Pixel 4a lands in stores, so I'm going to pick it up. Trust and believe, I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to do a side-by comparison with this Moto Edge. Yeah, we're going to do a side-by-side comparison, spec for specs, feature for feature, camera performance. Yeah, man, all that, because the camera on this device is absolutely stunning. Now, let's talk about that really quickly. Now, on the Moto Edge Plus, one of its major claim to fames was the camera. Okay, now, you know, you got a quad camera setup. You got a 108 megapixel wide angle lens, which is the primary. You got an 8 megapixel telephoto lens with 3-time optical zoom with PDAF and optical image stabilization. You got a 16 megapixel ultra wide sensor, and you've got a 3D time of flight depth sensor, and you can record up to, as far as the resolution, 6K at 30 frames per second, 4K 30 frames per second, 1080p at 30, 60, or 120 frames per second. You know what I'm saying? Now, with the Moto Edge, you don't get the 108 megapixel camera primary. We still got a quad camera setup, but instead you get a 64 megapixel primary that shoots awesome photos. You get a 16 megapixel ultra wide, and then we get the 8 megapixel telephoto lens, and then we still do have a time of flight sensor. Now, on the front, on both of these devices, you got a 25 megapixel selfie snapper, which is excellent. I mean, it is just, the cameras on both of these devices are just it's the same technology. The only difference in the camera department is the fact that the Edge Plus, which is the flagship right here, has a 108 megapixel primary versus the 64 megapixel primary that's on the Edge. Okay. Man, I mean, yeah, some of y'all might be like, man, Pristine, calm down, man. You know, yes, I'm feeling it right now, man, because everybody and their mama's talking about this Pixel 4a, and oh, man, it's such a good deal, and man, the pandemic. And I get it. We're living in some trying times. People are, man, losing everything. You know what I'm saying? Companies are going under. People's livelihoods are at stake, which leaves me wondering, like, why in the hell do these manufacturers keep unveiling and putting out products that are, you know, $1,000 and up? But the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, there's a lot of people out there that got money. in spite of this pandemic, in spite of this recession. And if there's something out there that they like, that they want to go get, trust and believe, they gon' go get that. So I don't, these phone sales ain't really slowed down, as much as one might think. They still selling like hotcakes. They may not sell, as many just because of the circumstances, but you got the ability to go into these carrier stores and put phones on installments. I mean, it ain't like you got to drop that big heap of cash right there up, off top. So, you got a lot of options. So these phones are still flying off store shelves in the heat of a recession, in the heat of a pandemic. You see what I'm saying? But, if you're on a budget, and you want to stick close to that budget and you're looking for yourself a really, really, really good smartphone option for around that $350, $400 price tag, because I paid, like, with taxes included, I paid $384.76. Under $400 for a $600 device. Because like I said, full retail for this phone is $599, or it could be $699. It could be $699. So I either got a $599 or a $699 device for $349.99. Same price as the Pixel 4a. Now you tell me, ladies and gentlemen, if you had to choose between this Moto Edge or the Pixel 4a, what would you choose? Huh? Let me know. What would you choose? Matter of fact, here, let me go. Look, let me just read the specs. Looks real quick. Like I said, man, 6.7 inch full HD plus 2340 by 1080p pixel OLED display. Does the Pixel 4a have an OLED display? Does it? Does it have an OLED display, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, when you swipe the little bar right there, when you swipe that, do you have the capability to get to like some quick toggles? Just kind of like, the Motorola, they tore a page out of Samsung's playbook, you know what I'm saying? With the whole edge gesture, you know what I'm saying? Did you catch that? Did y'all catch that? You know what I'm saying? And you can customize that, you know what I'm saying? And you can put your favorite apps right there so you don't have to go digging through your catalog or digging through your apps list or whatever. What about security? We got face unlock, you know what I'm saying? But we got the under the display fingerprint sensor. Boom, you see that? Lightning fast. Okay, either raise up the phone or just double tap it. You know what I'm saying? That fingerprint sensor that's under the display. You know what I'm saying? Did you catch that, ladies and gentlemen? Again, we've got the Snapdragon 765 5G chipset. We got an octa-core CPU and Adreno 620. We got 6 gigs of RAM. Does the Pixel have 256 gigs of storage on board? Does the Pixel 4a really have 256 gigs on board? I thought it was like, I could have swore it was 128. You know what I'm saying? Is it 64? It might be 64. You know what I'm saying? Because, these OEMs, they like to shortchange you. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, well, we'll give you some things, but, you get what you pay for. You know what I'm saying? And either they're just not offering the higher storage device, or you just only got like 64 gigs or 120 or 128 gigs to choose from. You know what I'm saying? This phone is 5G enabled right now. Google's talking about, the 5G variant of the Pixel 4a is gonna be coming out sometime in the fall. Man, hey man, we ain't worried about no fall. We ain't worried about no fall. We here right now. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to wait till the fall. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, like I said, man, 4,500 milliamp hour battery, Type-C port with an 18-watt wall adapter, you know what I'm saying, charging. And Motorola is claiming that you got 2 days of battery life guaranteed on one single charge. Now, the only color that we got here is what's called solar black. And you can see as the light reflects off of that beautiful solar black finish, what do we got? We got some rainbowish type of colors there. I see blue, I see green, I see orange, I see a little red. You know what I'm saying? You got a nice little finish right there, man. This phone is definitely a head turner. You know what I'm saying? Motorola was sure to put a case in the box. Check this out, y'all. In the box, we got the smoke. We got the smoke clear case. You know what I'm saying? We got the smoke clear case, the smoke rubber TPU case in the box. Okay, $349.99. Come on now. Additional features. Again, those did I mention those dual stereo speakers that are tuned by waves? I mentioned we got the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. I mentioned the fact that we got an optical under the display fingerprint sensor. Edge touch, I just showed you that. Oh, we got edge lighting, because the fact that the phone has those is just so curvaceous, you know what I'm saying? It's just so curvy, baby. You see that how the display just bleeds all over to the sides, and I love that, man. When the phone is asleep and you get a notification of the phone rings, guess what? The edges, it lights up. If the phone is on its face and you get a phone call or you get a notification, the edges that bleed over, you can see the phone lighting up while it's on its face, indicating that you're either getting a phone call or you're getting a text message or some form of notification. Can the Pixel 4a do that? Is the design and the craftsmanship of the Pixel 4a this advanced? Or is it just some of that $349.99? Hey man, you get what you pay for. You get your plastic back and a couple of other little, I won't say janky, you know what I'm saying? Because it works, the plastic works, but I mean, is it as solid as this? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So those are your edge lights. You got quick capture. What is quick capture? Well, what you do is if you strolling down the street or something and something pop off and you just want to capture it real quick, the Moto gestures. Let me zoom out real quick. You just couple flicks of the wrist. Man, and that boom, that turns on your camera right there. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get it to selfie, you just flick your wrist again and boom, you're in selfie mode and just look at, oh my goodness, man, look at that. Look at that. Wow, look, oh my goodness. Look at that photo. Look at that detail. I mean, come on. Come on. Are you kidding me? I mean, I mentioned the 90 hertz refresh rate, right? You guys see how fluid that is? Can the Pixel do that? Nah, because the Pixel's still running on 60 hertz, y'all. It's still running on 60 hertz in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Galaxy Note 20 at $1,000 with a plastic back, still running on 60 hertz. Are you serious right now? Are you serious, Samsung? Come on, man. But Motorola, they ain't playing no games. They ain't playing no games. What else we got here? We got the fast flashlight. You know what I'm saying? What am I talking about, man? My little chop. You see that? Turn on that flashlight. 2 quick chops. You know what I'm saying? You want to turn it off? Turn it off. 2 quick chops. Man, can the Pixel 4a do that? Can it? Can the iPhone SE2 do that? Because I know that's what the talk is about. Oh, well, this is Google's answer to the iPhone SE2. The iPhone SE2 is just killing the game right now, ladies and gentlemen, just because, it's just got that 813 Bionic processor in it, the same as the Apple flagships. And oh my God, it was just it was just brilliant that they just took the iPhone 8 and just put a new chipset in it and just, oh, what wonders it made for the device. Oh God. Yeah. What about Quick Peek? What is Quick Peek? You just run your hand over the device and it just shows your time and your notifications. And then, if you opt to have your notifications displayed on the lock screen, then what you can do is like these text messages right here. I have all my information locked because you never know who's going to pick up your joint and start trying to look through. But, if you opt to have your information shown on the screen while it's locked, well, you can press on one of these notifications and it'll give you a sneak peek at who that notification is and what that notification is about. And then if you want to go to it, let's just say, look, right here to Google. If you want to go to it, you just simply, now you got to use the finger that's in sync with the fingerprint, because if you want to go to it, you just slide down to the fingerprint and boom, it's just going to take you right into whatever that notification is. You see what I'm saying? I mean, so I don't look at this. Look at this display. Look at this display, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? $349.99, ladies and gentlemen, right now through Best Buy. If you activate a line or upgrade a line through Verizon. You know what I'm saying? You could do it online right now from your computer. You know what I'm saying? Go to Best Buy's website, find this phone, click on the activation link, and it will tell you, hey, okay, do you want to activate it through Verizon, AT&T, or Sprint? And it will give you those prices. Click on Verizon, plug in your Verizon username, password, and your PIN number to give Best Buy access to your Verizon account. And boom, you choose your plan, or you just elect to keep your plan the same. You know what I'm saying? And then you pay for the device. Go pick it up later on that day. You know what I'm saying? Curbside pickup, man. That's what Best Buy is doing. Although the stores are open right now for you to go in, you can go in the store and do the same thing. And see what I do. I'll share a little secret with you. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a hustler with mine, man. I do what I got to do. I ain't worried about no judgment. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can say what y'all want to say. I'm getting mine. You see what I'm saying? So I just walked into Best Buy store and was like, yo, man, let me get that, man. And yes, I want to add a line on my Verizon. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Got everything situated. Got the phone. The little Verizon SIM card that came with it. Don't even pop it in. Don't even pop it in, because as soon as you pop it in, it's activated. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know darn well I ain't got no use for that line. I was just only starting the line to take advantage of that $350 price tag. You know what I'm saying? Wait about a day and a half, 2 days, call Verizon back and be like, hey, yo, you know what? On second thought, that line that I added the other day, I don't need that. Please cancel that. And it cancels out that line and any other activation fees or anything that may be assessed to the account. It gets rid of it. And the fact that you didn't pop the SIM card in the device shows that there was absolutely no usage at all with the SIM card. So it just makes the process even easier. Or if you do pop the SIM card in the phone, they may try to hit you with a prorated amount, which in a day and a half or 2 days, I mean, it may not be that much unless you're really just, hey, I've got a new line and I'm gonna just play around with the line and call a bunch of folks and use a bunch of internet and da-da-da-da. Then you may get hit with a prorated amount. You see what I'm saying? But if not, you do what I do and just don't even pop the SIM card in. Boom, it just cancels everything out. Everything gets refunded. Everything gets cleared. And then, you just tell them, hey, man, I didn't need that line, man. I returned the phone. Now, is it dishonest? Yeah, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're bending the truth a little bit. But hey, man, I'm trying to save a buck. I'm trying to help you save a buck. So I'm telling you what I did to get this phone for the low. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you get this phone for the low. You know what I'm saying? Because at $499, this phone is a beast. At $599, this phone is flagship killing, in my personal opinion. I don't care about the fact that it ain't got no Snapdragon 865. It ain't got to have a Snapdragon 865 to be a flagship killer. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you there ain't no mid-range device that could touch this phone right now. Not one. If there is one, name it. Let me know in the comments. We can talk about it. Let me know down in the comments, because that's where I'm chilling at. You see what I'm saying? So, man, yeah. You're not going to find a phone as feature packed, as beautifully crafted, with all the features and functions, with very, very little compromises compared to its bigger brother right here. Okay? But like I said, the difference is minimal. Okay? One of the reasons why I like the Edge more than I like the Edge Plus, even though the Edge Plus is my favorite phone right now. Well, the Edge is my new favorite phone right now. But the only thing that isn't that good that's going for the Edge Plus is that it's a Verizon exclusive. It's locked to Verizon. Verizon, that's the other chick. You know what I'm saying? Verizon, that's my side piece. You know what I'm saying? T-Mobile is my main thing. T-Mobile, that's my wife. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, I can't throw my T-Mobile SIM card off of my Edge Plus because it's Verizon locked. It's carrier locked. It's exclusive to Verizon. But the Moto Edge is fully unlocked, ladies and gentlemen. GSM and CDMA. It is both CDMA and GSM unlocked, which means I can put any SIM card in this phone and I can enjoy it how I want to enjoy it. There ain't no excuse. I don't give a damn about no iPhone SE second gen, no Pixel 4a. And yeah, I'm gonna get the Pixel 4a. You know what I'm saying? I still got the SE too. I got a full review coming on that. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just, life was happening a little bit. I had some other things that I had to focus on, that required my immediate time and attention. And, I was away from the channel for a little bit, but I mean, thanks to you guys, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the channel was still able to sustain and keep going. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, so I'm appreciative. Much love to all my subscribers. But I'm back in full. I'm back in full effect now. Got my office space set up. Oh, yeah, it's going down. Yeah, it's going down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. So, yeah, I just want to tell you guys about this real quick because I'm hearing all this chitter chatter about the Pixel 4a and just how it's so great, mainly because of that price tag. And that may be true. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad device. $349.99 ain't bad at all, especially given the fact that we're living in a pandemic. But if you had the opportunity to get this for $349.99, why wouldn't you? Are you telling me that you would pick the Pixel 4a over this if they both were the same price? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, now to each their own. You know what I'm saying? This may be a little too much for some people. Some people may go, oh, I don't like the display bleeding over the edges. And, it's just too much. I don't need all the fluff and the bells and whistles. The Pixel is more of a simplistic, it's stock Android. Now, I get it. The Pixel, it's stock Android in its purest form, how Google intends for it to be. I understand that. But don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, with the exception of the Moto gestures and all that stuff, we're also rocking with a stock Android experience here on the Moto Edge. Don't get it confused. You know what I'm saying? And really, I mean, the Moto gestures just add to it. It just enhances the experience. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that without the Moto gestures on this device, it will be just another Android device that is just like the rest of them. See, I don't knock phones that have like different skins and different user interfaces. I like that. I don't want all my phones to look the same. I can't understand. A lot of these people are just, if it ain't stock Android, like why does every phone have to be so plain Jane? And I mean, again, if that's how you rock, no diss. But I'm like, for me, I like differences. I like variety. I want my phone to look different. I want to see different features, you know what I'm saying, and functions. I don't want every single device functioning exactly the same. So the Moto gestures and everything really adds to the stock Android experience on this device. That's just what it does for me. And I feel like it does that for a lot of other people as well. So, I mean, I don't know exactly how long this promotion is going to be going on, but I just want to make this video to tell you guys about it. My man Lou, man, hey, yo, shout out to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I love your work, man. I rock with you. I ain't trying to challenge you. But, man, you crack me up with that whole tantalizing. Oh, man, it's tantalizing. This is tantalizing. This is what gets my juices flowing. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, man, y'all, let me know what let me know what you guys would do in a decision between the Pixel 4a or the Moto Edge here, both priced at $349.99. Which one are you gonna choose? Matter of fact, here, let me show these photos real quick. Hold up, and then I'm gonna get out your way because I took some photos the other day. Oh my God, come on, that were just that were just beautiful. Here's a selfie that I took. Now, this light that you guys see, and as you can see, this light is really bright because you can tell it's a white light by the way it's shining on my desk right here. And I took this photo right in front of it. Look at this photo. Like the camera doesn't do it justice. But just the detail and the fact that I'm so close to that light. Typically, when I use other cameras to take a picture right in front of this light, my skin tone is just completely overexposed because I got this bright light shining on it. But the fact that this camera, this 25 megapixel sensor was able to get my skin tone in this bright line exactly perfect how it looks live in the flesh. In the detail, I mean, I got a haircut since then, but I mean, just the little nappy waves that was going on. Like I said, we just moved. My family and I just moved into this new house, and so I hadn't had a chance to cut my hair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a barber background, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been cutting hair for years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so man, my apologies, you know what I'm saying? I mean, throughout this pandemic, those of you that came to me was like, yo, man, let me get a haircut. And I'm like, yo, man, I really want to, but I can't endanger my family. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because this COVID thing is real, you know what I'm saying? And cats was just shaving their heads and, oh, man, it was all bad for a lot of people out there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just good to have a skill to know how to tighten yourself up if you need to. You know what I'm saying? So, these videos y'all be seeing me in with these blurry tapers and these crispy clean lineups, yo, I do that. You know what I'm saying? I do that. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple barbers, but I mean, this pandemic, I couldn't rock with them. And so I had to pull my skills back out, man. And I probably ain't even going to see him no more because every week I was going to the barbershop getting cut 35, 40, 50 bucks a week. Nah, man, I'm pocketing that. When I got the skill to do my own, yeah, I'm all about saving. I'm sorry, so hey, it is what it is, man. But yeah, this camera is absolutely phenomenal. Stay tuned for the camera review because that's coming. And that's all I got, ladies and gentlemen, for just my quick thoughts on the Moto Edge. Let me know what you guys think about it down below in the comments. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to hit that notifications bell so that every time my videos go live, you'll get first to be notified. And get down and when you do get notified, check that video out. And be sure to check out my catalog because I've got a vast array of videos that I've done just like this one. And let me know what you think about what you saw. I've got a lot of different options out there. All right, again, much love to my subscribers. My channel wouldn't be where it is right now without you guys. I love you guys, and I appreciate how you rock with me. I'm appreciative, and I love the fact that the content that I make is able to touch you guys in a way in which it compels you to want to rock with me and see more from me. And trust me, I got so much more content to come. So make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you won't miss anything coming from Pristine Mobile Tech. All right. So you guys already know, please stay safe, get spiritually fit. We're definitely living in the last days. And if you don't believe me, read Revelations and just pay attention to what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? The rapture is near. Where are you with Christ right now? Spiritual fitness is very important. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it confused into thinking that where you at right now in life, you got there on your own. If you think that, yeah, I just have to laugh at that. You know what I'm saying? But thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Let me know down in the comments, what would you choose? The Moto Edge or the Pixel 4a? Peace.